Hello, I'm Dr. Harley Farmer, and this is chapter 6 in the video series for the chapters in my book, What is Eczema? How to End the Misery Quickly. This chapter is on definitions because a lot of words are used in the eczema field and they can get quite complicated. But what I find is fascinating is how much work has to go into defining eczema. And basically it is a combination of things. First of all, you have to have itchy skin. That's logical enough. And then a sequence of other aspects. You might want to have rash, redness in the flexure of a joint, elbow or knee, and a history of the family being atopic. This can all get very, very complicated, but if we return to that simple factor of itchy skin with spots of inflammation, well, that happens when the child has chickenpox. That happens in a lot of infections. That can happen with fevers. Certainly happens when they graze a knee. Then they have an area of red, inflamed, itchy skin, but it's not eczema. So therefore I feel a little bit sorry for the establishment that has to come up with a definition. It's all very fluid. So let's go one step further and say, right, let's look at inflammation. It means the immune system is reacting against something. Now, when a child has a fever, that's inflammation throughout the body with the immune system reacting against, let's say, a virus. It can happen for a lot of different reasons. So again, not terribly useful. We could go within inflammation and start getting a definition of what an immune reaction is. Now, that's getting pretty deep. Now, for certain people like me, it is fascinating. When I talk to the immunologists, they just talk on and you get to the stage where the massive difference between the Th2 cells and the Th17, oh, that's exciting. And you think, well, yes, it is, but the parents with an eczema child, perhaps we can agree that interesting it might be, relevant it is not. So all these definitions sort of leave us nowhere. What we can do though is ask a question. Is there something different that goes on eczema skin that does not go on other parts of the skin? So moisturizers, no, they go all over. Emollients tend to go all over. Then you get to things like steroid creams. Now they are predominantly used on patches of eczema. So let's just stay with that for a little while, because if we've now narrowed it down through simplicity to the point of saying, right, we've got one factor here which relates only to the eczema. Now there are two words in that name, steroid cream. Quite rightly, a lot of parents get very concerned about the steroid. Is it thinning the skin? Is it good to put on a drug? Are there different levels of them? So yes, be concerned about steroid. I'm suggesting be even more concerned about the cream. In a previous chapter and video, we went through the fact that many of the creams are made up of mineral oils, paraffin, paraffidium, petrolatum, call it what you want, but all these mineral oils by definition are foreign to the human body. Now if they sit on the skin, that's fine. The immune system doesn't see them, that's down here, there's a good skin barrier here. If they sit on, there's not a problem. But if those products can get inside the skin, which they do in eczema patches, the immune system sees them, they're foreign. You're going to get inflammation. Now that inflammation is because of the product. That is what we're talking about. So in a subsequent video and for a subsequent chapter, what I'm going to do is explain why it is that an eczema patch stays so inflamed, so red, whereas the skin right beside it can actually stay perfectly normal. That is what we're going to be defining as eczema. So thank you very much, and there'll be another video following this, which is chapter 7.